Pioneer team now has won 3 of their last 5, joined by Pioneer coach Roger Hodge. Back and forth you went, and I think that we anticipated this, but did you anticipate the amount of rebounds, how good they were rebounding the basketball, especially there in that first half?
Well, we did, but we were hoping it wasn't going to be as bad as it was. But we thought we'd learned a lesson against Aiken. We gave up 31, but we knew they were going to go to the boards hard. We were just hoping we'd have done a better job keeping them off.
But you responded there in the second half, I felt like. On a day that Spurlin's shot wasn't going, you did this with, you ready for this? Defense.
Yes.
The numbers haven't necessarily said that's what it has been for you guys this year, but I really felt like you got after it defensively today.
Well, yeah, through the third quarter especially. Look, I think Zoe Sharp is a big part of that.
Yeah.
I mean, she's so active on defense. Picked up some silly fouls there, but when we play defense like that, I mean, that gives us so much of a better opportunity to get it done. And I agree with you 100%. That was a big deal today.
I think so. And I said it even, I wrote it down in the second quarter because I felt like, things seemed very bleak early. And it was our defense that kind of got us back into it, got us going on that run. And then into the second half, we got through it. Then they went on the run. What is it that they found in that second half to get themselves back into the basketball game?
And I'd probably have to watch the video to give a better, more analytical answer. But I thought we gave them opportunities to get going. And you could just see the excitement, the momentum.
Yeah.
We turned it over a couple times, made a couple bad decisions, a couple missed assignments on defense, and there they came.
Yeah.
And they're athletic, and they play very hard, well coached. So, I think that we gave them a crack, and they took advantage of it to their credit.
You outscored them 29-13 in the points off turnovers. And again, I'm not knocking this in any way. It's just these are numbers that we haven't seen. This is, I think, finally your system is getting here. You got some kids that have bought into it. Kai is one of those. We didn't have that turnover there in the paint as much today, but it did happen a couple of times. But outside of that, you're scoring. You're getting out in transition. How much of it is a fresh of breath air or a relief to see that happening?
Well, very much so. And, again, I think that we've got players that are more comfortable doing that, like you said. But, I'll give Kai a lot of credit today because we challenged her on the defensive end. We all know what she can do offensively. But, we want her to do a better job defending, rebounding, and those sorts of things. I thought we got that from her today. I thought she accepted that challenge.
The league's leading scorer got 17 today, and I felt like, well, you know what? This may be just a push. This is going to be one of those games where Tompkins and Chesterfield are going to. She outplayed her today. I felt. I do think that her strength is a huge part of her game.
And I think that what I saw from her today is the adjustment. Like early on, she was trying one thing to go straight up over top of her. Can't do it. Yep. And I thought started using fakes and things of that nature. Good for her from a standpoint of mentally figuring out what's the best way to attack her.
And you figured it out rebounding-wise, too, and I think that was key. Really, in that fourth quarter when they made the run, you had to secure some of those. I'll give Carly Wilson some credit in that regard, too. It wasn't perfect. We didn't box out everybody, but when Carly got her hands on it, it was hers. She wasn't going to lose it.
Well, and what Carly does in addition to that is she's a long defender, and she understands where everybody's supposed to go. And I thought that was important today to kind of settle us down and to help the team, to execute it better because she knows it so well.
And you had to make shots.
Yes.
26 of 69 wasn't where we have been shooting. We were a great shooting team, and a lot of that's because how effective Spurlin has been, here on the season, how effective, obviously, Chesterfield has been. But a person we've already talked about a little bit, and Zoe Sharp hit that three, and that kind of killed that momentum for Newberry. And that it didn't necessarily right the ship, but you never lost the lead, and the lead that looked like it was going south. That was a huge shot in the second half.
I thought that kept them at bay. Yeah, because, again, they were on a big run and a big roll, and like you said, it kind of quenched that. And, again, she's just getting started. She's got a lot of physical ability. She plays so hard. She's going to be a really good basketball player.
Physical game.
Very.
A tough game to adjust to, I think, but we're feeling this. This is short rest, long road trip, and the team responded. We got to be pretty proud of them and the way they were able to respond today.
Well, and, you mentioned how physical the game was. That's something that we talked about big time at halftime. I said, look, some games are physical, and no criticism. That was just the way it was called today. And our kids needed to adjust. I thought at times they did okay, at times they did not. But,
right.
Yeah, this is a big win off of a couple of road games going into Thanksgiving. I thought we showed a lot of guts today.
Get a day off, come back, practice Thanksgiving, when they get back in here. And a Mars Hill team that's found it. And you want to talk about physicality, I think they'll bring it a little bit on Saturday.
No question. I haven't, saw them a tremendous amount, but I know they're a top half team of the league at least, and they're playing very well right now. So, we'll have to get them ready.
He's Coach Roger Hodge. The Pioneers knock off the Newberry Wolves here today. Final score of 74-66. Back with some final thoughts right after this. This is Pioneer Basketball, driven by Gateway Ford Nissan on the Pioneer Sports Network.